Here's my breakfast. I'm starting off the day with some cottage cheese, some blueberries, and a banana with peanut butter. That's my breakfast. Oh, can't forget the coffee. Well, good morning everybody. Looks like a beautiful day out. Slept kind of funny last night. I woke up and I must have been possessed in my sleep or something because my neck was all contorted in the morning. My body was all gimped up and now I got this fucking stiff neck. But I bought this TENS machine when I injured my back, but unfortunately it didn't come in till my back was pretty much healed, but definitely comes in handy now. Yeah, yesterday I spent all day working on this Arduino stuff. It's kind of, when you first start into something and trying to figure out how it works, I think I got the basics down pat now. I'm gonna try to wire up an LCD screen and have it say motherfucking beer time. That's my project for right now. And then we're gonna go back working on the robotic arm. I think the one servo is fried, and I'm not sure about the other two. We're gonna have to troubleshoot it maybe. I don't know, we're gonna figure that out, but we're gonna piss around with some Arduino projects, and we're gonna go outside in the garage, work on the shaft for the rock crusher. The week is looking good, so I'm thinking about heading out to the mountains on Thursday, do motherfucking beer time in the woods. And I'm hoping Aubrey already got his Volkswagen credit, and me and him filled out at the same time, so hoping mine will come in this week as well. So we'll see. But first, let's fire this project up and see if we can make it happen. Well, I got it wired. It seems to be powered. We just got to program it now. Well, I finally got some stickers ordered and came in. They came in after, took almost a month to get them. Got some letters right here I gotta send away for some stickers. If you guys would like some stickers, there's a link down below to my Patreon page to help support my channel. Anyways, let's frickin' head out and get some shit done. There we go, put my sticker up on the whiteboard. Waiting for the soldering gun to heat up so I can solder the pins in my Arduino. Got the pins soldered in place on my Arduino. And that's perfect. Man, that's fucking disgusting. The neighbor's deck is all covered in dog shit. You know, dogs barking all the fucking time. It's fucking sickening. So what I did is I machined a plug for my fire piston. I think I need to reduce the amount of space in the piston chamber in order to get more compression. I think that might be what my issue is. So we're going to try out with this plug first and see if it makes a difference or not. So you can see the overall construction. That's my end cap. This is my plug to reduce the cylinder. And then this is my piston, double O-ring, and then my cylinder. So there's more than enough compression. Why I can't get it to ignite is beyond me. So there's my problem with the fire piston. I mean, I kind of got some char cloth in there. And it's not for lack of compression with that extra sleeve because I can't even push it in fully. So I know I got more than enough compression, but when you slam it down, I can't get it to ignite. Like I said, I can't even compress it all the way. So there's more than enough compression in there for ignition, but maybe it's my char cloth. I'm not too sure. Something I'm gonna have to work on still to figure it out. Well, I'm gonna see if I can set this up and use the mill, because you're gonna see if I can cut a keyway in a fucking shaft. That'll save me like 35 bucks from buying one. So there's hookers that are tighter than this lathe, but once you turn it into a certain point, it's nice and solid. Well, I've been trying to cut a keyway in the shaft. The problem is there's so much play in the bed that I can't get a straight cut. This is the difference when you get like a cheap Chinese mill, especially this one here that's worn out. So I'm using a 1/8 end mill and probably gonna make about 3 cuts to try to get the width and depth that I'm gonna need. So She's probably not going to turn out too pretty once it's all said and done, but as long as it works. Well, it's a little bit on the crude side, but I got it machined. You're going to see once I get in better light just how not straight this lathe is. But let's get her out of the little vice clamps. It's far from perfect, but keyway's put in there, it's nice and tight and holds the key. You could probably weld it in place too, but the only problem with that is once it wore out, you'd be hooped. So we're gonna try it like that and see what happens. It's worth a shot instead of spending 34 bucks on a new shaft that is keyed properly. We're being ghetto and working with the materials we have. One thing that's on my list to do things is to fix this drawer, this toolbox, get a new one from somewhere. I was told Home Depot, because if I decide to go back to work, I don't want to haul that toolbox. I'd rather just take this one and put less tools in it. Well, I think I'm gonna call it a day. Probably gonna run out, do some errands tonight. See if I can get a new drawer slide for my toolbox. Rig up something and some more bolts I need for the rock crusher, proper sizes. Not sure what else I'm gonna have to look. And then tomorrow I'm gonna piss around in the garage, and then Thursday it's supposed to be nice out, so I head out to the mountains and garage, trying to get as much done as this as possible. We'll see. Have a job interview next week. We'll see how that goes. Not really fond of it because it's nighttime. Fuck, I hate working nights. Anybody who works nights will tell you that it's so hard on your body, it's not even funny. It fucks you right up. So, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I really don't want to go back to work. I really don't need to go back to work. But I wouldn't mind banking some money too and then travel the whole summer. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I got to figure all that out. Nothing like a layer of frost on the car windshield. Ooh, it started alright. Fuck, it hasn't been started in a few days. It's like -10 outside too, so the diesel glow plugs work pretty good in this car. Let's clean the shit off the fucking window. First stop on our journey is Home Depot. My old co-worker Matt said I could get some toolbox drawer slides here because one toolbox in my garage is broken, so we're gonna have a look at that. Plus I need longer bolts for the rock crusher, 1.25" by 3/8, and some larger either bolts or wing nuts. I'm not too sure how I'm gonna build that yet, but we're gonna go figure that out. I picked up these drawer slides. I'm not sure if they'll work, but because mine, I think I measured about 15 and these are 16, so we'll see if these will fit or can be modified to fit. We're not too sure yet. If not, I'll have to bring them back. Just in the car wash lineup. Hopefully lineup won't be too long. Time to get the salt off of my car. It's been sitting on there for about a week. Been too cold, or the roads are still too wet to wash it, so get it done today. But I'm gonna head out to the mountains tomorrow, so I'm probably just gonna get it covered in shit again, but it is what it is. I'll spend only $5, not spend too much time. Got a couple of parcels came in the mail from some fans, so we're gonna open up those right away. I just gotta clean off my table a little bit because I've been working on Arduino projects, and it's nothing that you can learn overnight. It's gonna take a little while to learn the coding because I have some projects I want to do, like a motorized skate with a gimbal on it that I can control the camera for working on projects. But the mail lady just came, so I'm gonna go run outside, get the mail, and see if my Volkswagen credit came in, because I can go do that by Friday. But maybe it didn't come in. I don't know. I filled out mine before Aubrey, and Aubrey got his like last week, so I don't get it. That's fucking bullshit. Still nothing. If I don't hear from him by the weekend, I'm gonna call him next fucking week, see what's up. This first parcel is from Daryl Weir, or Daryl Ware. My pronunciation of last names is horrible, but he's from Lethbridge, Alberta, and it's this package right here. So let's see what it is. Holy motherfucking shit! Look at that, Chilkoot, my favorite beer, but so hard to find. Shit, Daryl, thank you for sending me some Chilkoot beer. I've been fucking dying for some of that stuff, and it's extremely hard to find. And if you do, it's pretty expensive, but I really appreciate you. I can tell you're a big fan by watching my videos, know how much I talk about that beer. I'm gonna send you out a couple stickers, by the time you watch this video, you most likely already got the stickers. So if you don't, send me a message and I'll get that straightened out. But I'll send them out first thing tomorrow. That's it. Found these at a liquor store in Pincher Creek, out of all places. Thought you would enjoy. Very much do enjoy, and thank you. And we talked before on YouTube, and this spring when you go out camping, we'll have to meet up and do some quadding in the area, because I would like to go out to that plane wreck in the Crow's Nest Pass. It's something we'll have to try to hook up and do this summer, and drink some beers and go camping. Crack this bad boy open. I already have a feeling I know what it is. Capri tools. Send me a couple tools I'm going to need for the garage. This is a 6-piece triple square socket bits. These are going to come in handy working on the Volkswagen. I get a set of Matco that are shorties, but these are little deeper extensions, which is going to come in handy. And I also got a heavy duty air hammer that we're going to look at in a second. I had Capri Tools reach out to me probably about 2-3 weeks ago, and they appreciated my channel and liked the fact that I keep it real. And they want to send me some tools, and they asked me if there's anything I needed. And a lot of tools they had, I already had, but there's a couple things I needed, like the triple square Torx that I got, and the air hammer, which I needed because I have 2 air hammers now. But the problem is with air hammers is that a good one is really expensive, and the ones I have don't have the quick release end on it. They have like the springs, and those ones really suck, so I'm not really happy with them. So I got this Capri air hammer that we're going to do a review on my other channel. But I want to say Capri Tools, I got the tools, we're going to try them out. But first, let's have a quick look at this air hammer. We should look at the specs. 90 psi max, 3000 bpm, 60 foot-pounds, and air consumption is 7 CFM. I already had a quick look at it, but what I like about it, appealing wise, is it's got a nice textured look to it. And this is the chuck right here. I'm just going to toss that on quickly. One thing I like about right off the bat is it's got a hexagon end. So I don't know if it will accept the other ones, which are usually round. But it locks it in place so the tool is locked. Where the other ones, they just kind of, you could spin freely while you're hammering. But I'm going to do a video review of that on my other channel, so we'll take a little closer look at that. So once again, I want to thank you Capri Tools for sending me some shit. I appreciate it. So I guess I should, said I was going to eat a few minutes ago and then head out the garage. I should probably get on that. Now I'm outside in the garage. Got the little space heater fired up with the Honda generator running outside. Man, I love that little thing for the price I got it for. It smokes a little bit when you first start it up, but it's fine. I'm just trying to burn out all the old gas. It's pretty stale. I mean, I could have just drained it out, but I got some seafoam in there, just gonna run her through. And then I'll have some fresh stuff in there when we go camping. Besides, I don't really need to run the big furnace in the garage because it's not really all that cool. But we're gonna talk about Armchair Mechanics today, and how some fucking idiot posted on my rear axle rebuild on my Jeep on why I shouldn't fucking heat up a bearing. This is what I hate about armchair mechanics who have no education, no fucking skills, sit behind a computer screen trying to run their fucking mouths off, trying to say heating a bearing will cause premature failure, and you use the term fragging. What the fuck is fragging? If you would have went to technical school, that's not even a fucking term. It's called burnelling, and there's also another term called false burnelling when it comes to fucking bearings, ass clown. Now that we got that out of the way, most bearings on the fucking market can be heated up to 250 degrees Fahrenheit unless otherwise stated, and that can be used by induction heater, fucking oil bath, an oven, anything except a fucking torch where it's heated unevenly, which will cause premature damage. And this is what I hate about people who fucking like to run their mouths off and think they're right when they should be taken out back, shit fucking kicked out of them, and a big fucking stick shoved up their ass. Now that that rant's out of the way, let's have a look at this fucking toolbox here. Man, this drawer's been busted for a while. It's like an old woman with a fucking saggy set of fucking tits right down there, and I bought some slides. They're 16-inch. I don't know if they're gonna work or not, but the first thing we gotta do is empty all this out onto my table here and get this drawer out, I guess. The problem with that is that the toolbox is bought from Costco, so the availability of parts, if it was a snap-on toolbox like my other one, I would just call up Snap-on and say, hey, I need this drawer slide, this is my toolbox number, boom, done. But when you get these no-name toolboxes, finding parts are next to impossible. You have to try to figure out something to work, so we'll have a look at that later. All that used to fit in there. And look how messed up that is. But anyways, here's some things I made in first year millwright school. Made this collar, which I have no clue why I even made it. This is a plumb bob that we made in school. Had the machine on the lathe and knurl it. We also, part of our millwright school was tempering steel. This tip was heated up and then quenched. And this project here, the dowel bar clamp, it's not so shiny anymore, but we had to cut this on a bandsaw and then spend probably about 20 hours filing it so it was fucking perfect. I think they just did that for torture, but it's kind of stuff you'll build in your first year of millwright school. Anyways, let's get. Well, they're just clipped in on the side there. So. Oh, I guess that's like just pulls out. So that's how these ones would go. I don't really trust these screws, but it doesn't leave us with any choice. I don't have any rivets or anything, so I guess we'll experiment on this. Well, that might hold better than I thought. I guess we'll stick this piece in. What I'm doing, fuck, that thing's flimsy, hey? Cheap tin, cheap frickin' tin. Is that drilling a small hole and then screwing them in. So I'm only gonna put the one slide in. Well, I got 3 of those self-tapping screws in there. I think that should work. Nice, it even locks. Comes out a little bit because this drawer slide is a little longer than what this one is, but in the scheme of things, I don't care. As long as it's fixed. My mind is telling me I should switch to the other slide on the opposite side to have a matching set, but I'm going to save these because you never know if one of those other drawer slides are going to break. These are like 25 bucks. I'm going to put it somewhere where I'm never going to find it again, like right there. And I guess the key to not having to break again would be not to put so much shit in there. That's what that collar was for now. This is the first and only time I've ever cut threads in something as part of our first year millwright course. And that's how a keyway should look when you don't have any play in the bed of your mill. You could actually cut it straight. Otherwise, the other one, like mine, has so much play. Other than that, here's some things that turned up that were lost. This is a Articat clutch puller here when I had my sleds. And this, I don't know how long you guys been fans, but I used to have a Zodiac way back when I first started doing YouTube videos. And this was the lock for the engine. I had a Mercury, I believe it was like 9.8 horsepower or 7 something, I can't remember now. But this was the lock to lock it. And I tried finding this forever. I couldn't find it, but now I know where it is. Same with this. It was in this drawer, because this drawer, this is the first time this drawer's been emptied out in over probably 10 years. Be amazed how much shit I threw out. I found this Articat key for one of my old sleds. I can't remember if this was for my 05 M7 or if it was for my 99 ZR 700, I think, or was it 800? Can't remember. Fuck, it's been so many years. I wonder how many people caught that. This is the bolt for the clutch. These are the pullers right here. I can't remember which one's which. Which is the Articat clutch puller and which is the Polaris clutch puller. I honestly can't remember now. Judging by the threads, fuck, I don't know. Anyways, wonder how many people caught that. Oh yeah, you can feel some power in that baby. You knew I had to, right? I love tools. And I love the finish on it. Man, that's nice. When you do a comparison, this one was shit. This one's got a lot more jam to it. On that note, I think it's motherfucking beer time. Alright, it's motherfucking beer time. Chilkoot beer from the Yukon. This is my favorite beer, and I thank you so much. YouTube name, Tuscany guy, lives in Lethbridge, Alberta. We are going to go to that plane crash this summer. Fucking guaranteed. This is Nectar of the Gods right here by Yukon Brewing. Man. This is heaven. Oh yeah. Anyways, I'm going to end the video here. This week has been going great. I'm healing up good for my surgery. I go back to the surgeon on Monday to have a look. I'm going to see what kind of timetable I'm on. We're going to get back doing some activities like snowshoeing. Get a little bit more active instead of, laying around trying to properly heal. Plus, going to try to go out to the mountains tomorrow. Do a motherfucking beer time out in the mountains. I want to thank you guys for watching. Chilkoot Beer of the Yukon. Motherfucking beer time. I'll talk to you guys later. And Armchair Mechanics can fuck off. Get off the computer, quit watching interracial porn, and go fucking learn something. Cheers.